5 a.m. Then we're going to be moving into the mid-70s by 11 a.m. Just going to be a beautiful day across all of the Northeast. Fairly low humidity here as well. Elsewhere, we are going to be looking at the Rock and Roll Marathon in the Seattle Metro. A couple of clouds around as we head through the day, but beautiful weather, jacket and sweater weather. Starting off the 50s, warming up to around 70 degrees by 4 p.m. And the World Cup happening here in Brazil.
Currently in our area, 75 degrees under fair skies. Today, partly cloudy with an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. High 91, chance of rain 40%. Tonight, partly cloudy, chance of a thunderstorm. Low 73, chance of rain 30%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
People that would do anything for golf deserve a store that would do anything for golfers. Visit Golfsmith for the largest selection and guaranteed lowest prices. Golfsmith, anything for golf.
Let's go emerald coasting. Visit Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Okaloosa Island, the heart of Florida's Emerald Coast.
Let's try on a new coat, one that covers better, lasts longer, and protects us from the elements, inside and out. Let's go to the place with the best paint, take it home for less, then rock and roll. Let's do the one thing that changes everything. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Bare Premium Plus Ultra Interior starts at $31.98 a gallon.
Weekdays are for rising to the challenge. They're the days to take care of business, when possibilities become reality. With CenturyLink as your trusted partner, our visionary cloud infrastructure and global broadband network free you to focus on what matters. With custom communication solutions and responsive, dedicated support, we constantly evolve to meet your needs every day of the week. CenturyLink, your link to what's next.
Really? So our business can be on AT&T's network for $175 a month?
Yep, all 5 of you for $175.
Our clients need a lot of attention.
There's unlimited talk and text.
We're working deals all day.
You get 10 gigabytes of data to share.
What about expansion potential?
Add a line anytime for $15 a month.
Low dues, great terms.
Let's close.
Introducing AT&T Mobile Share Value Plans with our best ever pricing for business.
West didn't end where Columbus landed. Not on the banks of the Mississippi or even the coast of California. The new Ram 1500 EcoDiesel with 9,200 pounds of towing and 28 highway miles per gallon. West will never end. Guts, glory, Ram.
Don't miss Red Lobster's new Lobster Toppers event. 4 entrees starting at just $15.99. Like our new Lobster Top Wood Grilled Shrimp or the new Lobster Top Lobster. And now, for lunch, try our new Lobster Tacos, just $9.99. And soon, so hurry in.
The best part of coming together is how delicious it can be. Hershey's S'mores, the unmistakable taste that reminds us that life is delicious.
It's your time at Best Western this summer, so enjoy your family time, your breakfast time, and your adventure time, and get a free night for your next time. Stay 3 separate times and get a free night. Book now at bestwestern.com.
And welcome back to Weather Center Live. Well, hurricane season is here, and if you are one of those preparing for the worst, don't forget your pets. This morning, Kyla Grogan is with pet expert Sandy Robbins to get some great tips for preparing your pets for hurricane season as well.
Well, so far it has been no lack of extreme weather, and certainly we could see more of that as we head across the summer. So we want to talk about what you need to do, not just to keep yourself prepared, but also your pets in case disaster strikes. And Sandy's here with us to give us some tips. And Sandy, what do we need to think about?
You've got to be a good Boy Scout and be prepared for everything. And that means having lots of extra bowls for food and water with lids to keep everything fresh, a good supply of food, all your medical supplies in a container wrapped, ready to go if your dog has pills and
right.
that kind of thing, all your health certificates. Cleanup is huge. You've got to have portable cleanup, whether it's paper towels, throwaway litter boxes, an extra litter, and wee-wee pads so that you can put them down anywhere and deal with, you know, mop-up situations.
So the idea is portable, ready to move quickly if you need to, and also disposable, so you can use them and move on.
Keep going, exactly.
Okay. Now talk about if you have to get in the car quickly, what is this that would help you to keep your pet safe?
It's a really good idea to have a harness on both your dogs and your cats at all times, because then you can just click on the leash and you can go. Better still is to have crates so that you can contain them, because in times of disaster you're busy with so many things. At least you know your pet is controlled in here.
Right, and they feel safe in there as well.
Yeah, exactly, and proper ID of course is really important. And then to really keep them calm, if you have a thunder shirt, that's just the best thing ever under stressful conditions.
Safe and secure.
Yeah, it's that mommy thing of swaddling, and that works for dogs, it works for cats, of your animals of all sizes, and it really just helps to keep everybody calm.
All right, great. Thanks, Sandy, so much for all the tips. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Well, we are looking at the potential for severe weather today across the plains, Omaha, North Platte, as well as maybe north of Wichita. Kansas City, you might be in this as well a bit later on today. Much of central Iowa already seeing some big thunderstorms this morning. And then as we get into Monday, we're looking at Chicago, Indianapolis, Green Bay, Detroit, and St. Louis with the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms. Also on Monday, Childress, Oklahoma City, Sherman, Texas. Severe weather possible here, the Red River region of southern Oklahoma, North Texas, looking at the chance of some big thunderstorms as we head into Monday with hail and damaging winds the main concern. Also today, areas in the red here, Minneapolis, Des Moines, that front moving eastward, a lot of warm, humid air, and again, maybe Chicago. You know, June is usually the month for severe weather in the upper Midwest, or one of them. A lot of severe weather tends to happen in the Great Lakes and Midwest, and we're going to see some active weather here the next couple of days. Tuesday, Cincinnati, Cleveland, maybe down towards Louisville. Less of a severe chance, but still could be some strong thunderstorms around with gusty winds, heavy downpours, maybe some hail happening here across the Ohio Valley as we head into Tuesday. And your rainfall amounts, they're going to be up there as well. We're looking at 2 to 3 inch type rains. Minneapolis, 1 to 2 inches across much of central northern Iowa. And again, if you get underneath one of these bigger thunderstorms, you could get an inch of rain in 1 hour instead of a whole day. So we can get these rainfall rates really cranked up if you get underneath one of these thunderstorms. 1 to 2 inch type rains, central Kansas into central Oklahoma, much of southwest Missouri into Arkansas as well, looking at 1 to 2 inch type rains across the region. And again, the whole area really, if you get underneath one of these larger thunderstorms, that will change everything, with rainfall rates really getting pretty enormous. So warm, humid air moving northbound from the Gulf of Mexico. Here's our front. You can see it moving southward. Then it kind of stalls out as it usually does in June. Doesn't get very far south past the Mississippi River. And we are going to be looking at showers and thunderstorms into early week across North Texas and into parts of Oklahoma. Here's where the storms are going on right now. Northwest Iowa, look at this line that's developing here. Could be some very heavy rainfall with this, and across Nebraska really lighting up with showers and thunderstorms here. Heavy rain, the biggest concern, but a bit later on today across central and eastern Iowa, eastern Nebraska, around Omaha, looking at a brand new chance of severe weather. And you can almost see it turning in the radar imagery here north of Kearney, Nebraska. An upper level storm moving across the plains here into the region with showers and thunderstorms, locally heavy rainfall. Here's a larger look at the system. Heaviest weather here across western Iowa, and then again eastern Nebraska, showers and thunderstorms developing. Well, it's pretty quiet around Chicago. We had some big storms yesterday. Things are nice and quiet though for the moment, and it's going to be fairly quiet I think as we go through today. Oklahoma City, your storm chances are going to be increasing here as we head through the week. Temperatures in the mid-upper 80s. You know, it could be a lot hotter this time of year. Going to be pretty warm, and we'll have that storm chance as we go through the week. Well, what a week it has been in weather across the country, and today we're giving you a front row seat to it all. When Weather Center Live rolls on, we're back taking a look on this wild week of weather.
This program brought to you by Petco, the power of together.
There are cohabitants, and with that comes compromise. We give them a little extra space, accommodate their schedules, and sometimes we have to forgive. But when it comes to their nutrition, we never compromise. It's why at Petco, we're proud to offer Merrick, a leader in grain-free pet food made from regionally sourced ingredients in Merrick's own Texas kitchen to ensure the highest quality. Because for our best companions, only the best will do. Petco, the power of together.
iHeartRadio is the one app where you can hear all your favorite live radio stations from all over the country. And you can create your own custom stations using your favorite artists. Millions of songs, thousands of stations, one free app. iHeartRadio is just that easy.
Currently in our area, 75 degrees under fair skies. Today, partly cloudy with an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. High 91, chance of rain 40%. Tonight, partly cloudy, chance of a thunderstorm. Low 73, chance of rain 30%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
At GMC, one incredible idea leads to another. Like the all-new GMC Sierra with an innovative cargo bed and LED lighting. A quiet cabin no competitor can beat. And 2 years of scheduled maintenance. Incredible thinking in the form of a truck. This month, use your special value pricing to get over $7,800 total value on this specially equipped GMC Sierra SLE.
Summer days drifting away to all your summer nights. Tell me more.
Twizzlerize your summer fun with Twizzlers, the twist you can't resist.
Update your home. Get 10% off all major appliances $3.99 or more at Lowe's.
Let me tell you a story about two typical American couples. There's John and Joan, who could use some financial help, but they're worried and have some misconceptions about reverse mortgages. Like they might not qualify if they have an existing mortgage, and that it could mean giving up their home. But take Sandy and Greg. They're just like John and Joan, but they called AAG and learned that a reverse mortgage was government insured, tax-free, and that they'd always retain complete ownership of their home. They also learned that most people use a reverse mortgage to eliminate their existing monthly mortgage payments, and that AAG is America's trusted reverse mortgage lender with a 93% customer satisfaction rate. So join Sandy, Greg, and 500,000 other Americans.
Call 1-800-660-8341 now to receive a new free information kit, including a reverse mortgage guide and DVD, personal stories from people like you, and a brand new family guide for children and loved ones, all absolutely free with no obligation. Call 1-800-660-8341 today.
990-8968. Exos Pro is not sold in stores, so call 1-800-990-8968 today.
A Weather Channel original series.
This is a dangerous job.
Catching Hell. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
All right, welcome back to Weather Center Live. Well, in Brazil, a bit later today, 6 p.m. Eastern, World Cup taking place. USA versus Portugal, 83 degrees. very, very humid out there. Thunderstorms are going to be a good possibility. Some of these storms could have some heavy rainfall, and again, humidity is extremely high in this area, so torrential downpours are going to be a possibility with some of these storms. An 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms. We've got a lot of dry air as we take a look at the tropics happening here across much of the southwestern Gulf into the Caribbean. But in the Pacific here, we do have a flare-up of showers and thunderstorms here. Really a lot of wind shear, a lot of jet stream energy. It's sort of going over the top of these storms like this, then it moves into Mexico. And as long as you have those upper level winds in place that are strong, that typically tends to prevent development in the tropics, and that's what we have going on right now. Across the Atlantic, a lot of dry air across the central and eastern Atlantic, east of the Leeward Islands here. Now there is a little tropical wave moving across the southern North Atlantic here, west of the Cape Verde Islands, but it's having a hard time. There's a lot of dry air in place, and there's a lot of wind shear as well. You can see the clouds moving down to the south and east here, and you can just see the clouds. You see how the clouds are moving east right here, these low clouds. And then these clouds up here are moving to the west. That's what we call wind shear. And with that going on, that's not favorable for development. And likewise, back to the west across the Caribbean, into the Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico. Winds here are moving very quickly from north to south. A lot of jet stream energy in place, so that also is unfavorable for development. Here's a broader look at the entire Atlantic basin. A couple waves trying to move off the coast of Africa here. Pretty healthy one, but again, once it gets out here, there's a lot of dry air in place across the Atlantic, so not looking likely that we're going to see a lot of development right now. But of course, we still have a lot of season to go. Atlantic hurricane season goes all the way through November 30th, so a long ways to go. Still could get some development, quite a bit of time left. Well, today we are looking at showers and thunderstorms across much of Kansas, Nebraska, much of Iowa, and now including a lot of Kansas City. Could be looking at the potential for severe weather here back to the west across Oklahoma as well. Likewise, Minneapolis, western Wisconsin, and the whole state of Iowa and the risk of severe weather. So it's been a very bad place for severe weather lately. Western Iowa, eastern Nebraska, could be more severe weather as we head through today. And then as we head into Monday, looking at Oklahoma City, Sherman, Childress, Texas, with the risk of severe weather. Hail, damaging winds are going to be a big concern here across the plains. Now, as we get into Monday as well, the Midwest, looking at Chicago, Detroit, Indianapolis, St. Louis, damaging winds, the main concern here. Could be a couple isolated tornadoes, maybe some hail, but the big concern is going to be heavy rain and wind with this cold front moving into all this warm, humid air across the Great Lakes as we kick off the brand new week. So today, from Minnesota down into Nebraska as well as Kansas, much of Iowa, the risk of severe weather. And then Monday, it moves east, including Chicago, including St. Louis, and including much of western lower Michigan. And then we get into Tuesday. You can see it just keeps on going. Less of a severe chance maybe by Tuesday, but still the risk of heavy rainfall and gusty winds with some of these thunderstorms as we move into the daytime on Tuesday. Just a very active time right now, and that's very typical of the month of June for the Ohio Valley and the Midwest to have a lot of weather, so to speak. Well, a violent weekend weather with deadly tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds, and homes left underwater in the Midwest. And let's not forget about that major landslide in Minnesota. Sit back as we take a look back at this weekend weather.
Every rainstorm, there's a tornado that ruins somebody's life. You feel sorry for them, and then when it hits, you know how they feel.
Oh, dear God. It's ripping up a whole town.
Everything was perfect and beautiful. And now it's gone.
Look at the size of this and look at the rotation.
This is pretty remarkable stuff. I can't recall ever seeing something like this before, and I've chased a lot of storms.
Huge. There was two of them. 75% total destruction.
Severely damaged beyond repair.
Oh my God, it was devastating.
You're just kind of in a state of shock because you can't believe that it can be gone so fast.
That's crazy. Back it up! Wow. They're dancing around each other. Oh my God.
Oh, this is unbelievable, unbelievable. I'm surprised nobody's been killed.
It was just very, very intense, like any
don't know if they've ever heard the wind quite that bad.
I just moved here from California, and people were asking about earthquakes. This stuff is crazy. I didn't have to run to my basement because of earthquakes. I can't understand that.
A lot of weather. Well, it's the second day of summer, and many of you are planning to spend it outdoors, but will the weather cooperate with your Sunday plans? Look at what you can expect from coast to coast coming up next right here on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 75 degrees under fair skies. Today, partly cloudy with an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. High 91, chance of rain 40%. Tonight, partly cloudy, chance of a thunderstorm. Low 73, chance of rain 30%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Well, now on Weather Center Live, what a week it has been, and we could see more severe weather today. The areas we're keeping a close eye on today facing the greatest threats. And we are looking at some beautiful weather. Good morning, New York City. You're looking downtown across the Empire State Building towards New York Harbor there, towards One World Trade, and absolutely beautiful morning in New York City. And it's going to be a beautiful day across the entire Northeast. And what does the second day of summer hold for you and your family? A look at what you can expect today and the rest of the week right here on Weather Center Live. It starts right now. And a good morning and welcome to Weather Center Live. I'm meteorologist Mark Thibodeau. We may be in the hurricane season, but the threat of severe weather, spring-like severe thunderstorms, still very real this second day of summer. And it's a big day with the World Cup going on. Team USA preparing to take the field. That story coming up. But first, let's get you in front of today's big weather stories this morning. We are looking at the threat of severe weather across parts of the Midwest today. And stormy weather in the southeast. We had a lot of stormy weather on Saturday. More is on the way potentially later on this afternoon. The northeast, hey, we're dry for now, but we could be looking at showers and thunderstorms a bit later in the week. So today, Minneapolis, Des Moines, Sioux Falls, Omaha, Salina, Kansas, looking at the threat of some severe thunderstorms with damaging winds and hail. Already have storms going on across western Iowa this morning into Nebraska, and thunderstorms will pop back up at the heat of the day around Atlanta, Birmingham, Tallahassee, as well as Raleigh and Charlotte, North Carolina. Northeast, hey, it's going to be just spectacular out there today. First full day of summer, upper 70s, low 80s across the region. Well, storms rolling through the Midwest, making for a nasty Saturday in Illinois. This picture was taken from the Round Lake Beach area, where there were reports of not only damaging winds, but a potential tornado touching down across the area. And when things cleared out, this was the mess that was left behind. Power lines knocked down, buildings damaged with trees down all over lawns. This video was taken from the Clifton area. Severe weather across Illinois also washed out the first day of summer for people in the Chicago area. And the area is not clear just yet. Today we're watching for the chance of more thunderstorms, potentially a little bit west of the Windy City, but can't rule out a few storms in Chicago as well, and with things not expected to really dry out until maybe the middle of the week. Well, afternoon storms also sending hail down in parts of Colorado. This was a scene yesterday in Kersey, Colorado. Severe weather swept through with multiple tornadoes being reported in Adams County. Adams County also saw plenty of damage to outdoor spaces. Today we're keeping an eye on the chance of more severe weather in eastern Colorado, and usually eastern Colorado, lots of hail with some of these storms. Well, days of heavy rain across Minnesota, sending water levels at the Crow River to a 50-year high. The National Weather Service says levels may reach up to 20.6 feet today, making it the second highest in history. But despite the big rise, flooding is not a major concern. Experts say the dike system will prevent flooding as long as the river stays below 21 feet. And there will be some relief in sight for the river today. It's expected to crest sometime this afternoon. While we are looking at absolutely beautiful weather here in New York City, take a look at Times Square. Good morning, New York City. Got a lot of sunshine out there. Going to be an absolutely beautiful day today with low humidity, perfect temperatures out there. We're talking upper 70s for the high, low 80s just to your south towards D.C. and Philadelphia. Enjoy the beautiful weather. Enjoy the nice, comfortable weather while we've got it, because it is going to be turning more hot and humid potentially as we head through the middle of the week. And today we're concerned about the risk of severe weather across the Midwest. Minneapolis, Sioux Falls, Omaha, and this has been expanded a bit further east to include western Wisconsin and a lot of northern Missouri. The entire state of Iowa has got the risk of severe weather today. And then as we head into Monday, Chicago, Green Bay, St. Louis, Indianapolis, looking at the chance of some hail and some damaging winds with some of these storms as they develop across the Midwest. And across the southern Ohio River Valley into the southeast, we are going to be looking at the potential for general thunderstorms with gusty winds, heavy downpours, not necessarily severe weather though, but still that lightning, you got to watch that too. Around Chicago, 90 degrees today, and then we're in the upper 80s on Monday, mid-upper 80s on Tuesday with a chance of scattered thunderstorms. Nighttime lows right around 70 degrees, so it's going to be hot. It is going to be humid. Fuel for the fire for those showers and thunderstorms as we head through the early part of the week. Where are the storms right now? We're clear across Wisconsin and Illinois and eastern Iowa, but look what's happening in western Iowa. Big thunderstorms developing here, and again, right now, we're talking 5 o'clock in the morning, northwest Iowa into Missouri. A lot of energy. Omaha, you're probably getting woken up by these showers and thunderstorms as they move down from the north and west into town. They're a little north and west of town right now, but might be getting woken up by the rumbles of thunder, seeing the lightning off to the north and west. Big thunderstorms trying to move in from the north and west. Not really severe, but heavy rainfall with these. Lots and lots of cloud-to-ground lightning. Probably quite a light show going on across parts of east Nebraska this morning and into parts of southern Nebraska as well as into western Iowa. Kansas City, you're in the clear, but you could be looking at some showers and thunderstorms a bit later today. Have a couple showers going across northern Ohio around Toledo. Nothing severe happening with this, just general showers. And we're dry across the mid-Atlantic into the Carolinas. Take a good look at this radar. It's nice and quiet right now. This is really going to change a bit later today. We get that heating of the day. These thunderstorms are really going to be popping up here across the Ohio Valley. Hartford, Connecticut, hey, we're looking beautiful today. This is one spot that won't have to worry about thunderstorms today. 79 degrees for the high. We're looking at 82 on Monday. And then Tuesday, 81 degrees. Wednesday and Thursday, looking at highs in the upper 70s and low 80s here. Looking at some great weather. Nighttime lows in the upper 50s and lower 60s. So really some very nice weather here across a lot of the Northeast as we go through today. Now the Southeast, that's going to be another stormy spot today. Looking at showers and thunderstorms south of Atlanta into parts of North Florida, Charlotte, as well as Savannah, looking at a storm chance. And there's your severe weather risk as we head into Monday. By the time you get to Tuesday, really the chance of severe weather wanes a little bit, but we are still going to be looking at thunderstorms with heavy rain, maybe around Atlanta, Knoxville, Asheville, over towards Nashville as well, and Tupelo, Mississippi, down across the Florida beaches, the Carolina beaches, could be looking at some big thunderstorms with heavy downpours and a lot of lightning as we go through the early part of the week. New York City, we're looking at some terrific weather. Upper 70s today, and then Wednesday and Thursday looking at highs into the low 80s with a chance of thunderstorms mainly for the middle and latter parts of the week here in New York. And with all the heat and humidity we'll have in the air by then, some of these thunderstorms certainly could be on the strong side here in New York. Well, the best thing about the summer are those nice warm temperatures, but they can be deadly if you're not careful. This morning, we're taking you behind the wheel with a look at just how hot your car can get. And we are going to be looking at really some very nice weather across the region for the Firefly Music Festival. Looking at some terrific weather with temperatures warming through the 70s. We'll get to that story coming up here in a little bit. Also, we are going to be looking at the World Cup happening here in Portugal with actually make that Brazil, sorry, the USA versus Portugal in Brazil. Thunderstorms expected as we head through this afternoon. And you know what? There's so much humidity in the air. Some of these thunderstorms could have some very heavy downpours with a high of 83. East winds at 5 miles an hour. Some of these storms could have 1-inch type rainfall rates an hour. More coming up next.
It's an instinct that guides us, a passion for performance. That's why we created the Infiniti Q50S with Performance Wheel Package. It has more power and better overall handling and cornering performance than the BMW 335i sports sedan. When you follow your instincts, the results are undeniable. Lease the Infiniti Q50 for $369 a month.
Husband and a real good dad, but weeds just make me rattlesnake mad. Well, Roundup has a sharp-shooting wand. I'm sending them weeds to the great beyond. Roundup. Yeah. No need need to pump, just point and shoot. Hit them in the leaves and it kills to the root. Round fences, trees, even mulched beds. Because the only good weed is a weed that's dead. Roundup. Roundup. With a one-touch wand.
Discover Brookside and discover an exciting combination of tastes. Rich, dark chocolate covering soft centers, flavored with exotic fruit juices. It's chocolate and fruit flavors like you've never experienced before. Discover Brookside.
Keep your lawn looking great with a Troy-Bilt trimmer for just $89 at Lowe's.
Currently in our area, 75 degrees under fair skies. Today, partly cloudy early, followed by scattered thunderstorms this afternoon. High 91, chance of rain 40%. Tonight, partly cloudy, chance of a thunderstorm. Low 73, chance of rain 30%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
And tomorrow, the Weather Channel is the only place to find them. Coast Guard, Cape Disappointment, returns tomorrow at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Let's try on a new coat, one that covers better, lasts longer, and protects us from the elements, inside and out. Let's go to the place with the best paint. Take it home for less. Then rock and roll. Let's do the one thing that changes everything. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Bear Premium Plus Ultra Interior starts at $31.98 a gallon.
People that would do anything for golf deserve a store that would do anything for golfers. Visit Golfsmith for the largest selection and guaranteed lowest prices. Golfsmith, anything for golf.
Will new Twizzlers Mixed Berry Bites ever end their rivalry with new Jolly Rancher filled gummy bites? Not today. Bites, little greatness.
Well, it's a sad reality, but every summer we hear those stories of kids or pets being left in a hot car, with many people not quite understanding just how hot things can get inside. So meteorologist Mark Elliott decided to put the sun's rays to the test to see how quickly things can heat up.
Even on a cool summer day, your car can get dangerously hot. So without putting any people or pets in danger, I want to show you what could happen to some of those popular things that you forget about and leave inside your vehicle. I hear everything's better with bacon. Let's see how our car does with some bacon and eggs in the morning. Ever have your kid forget their lunch in the car? Some chocolate candy, some string cheese. Delicious. And now, we wait. Ooh. It's hot. we showed you all kinds of stuff that can melt in a car, from chocolate to breakfast food to cookies, but it's the back seat where your most important things are hanging out. The people, the pets, get them out of the car and then bring in the groceries, because it's hot in here.
Developing across the Midwest as we go through the day today. Looking at the potential of severe weather around Minneapolis, back towards Des Moines, Iowa, back down to Omaha, as well as Topeka, Kansas. And then across the southeast, we're going to see thunderstorms popping up everywhere. Raleigh, Atlanta, Charlotte, as well as Knoxville, Louisville, Cincinnati, just popping up in the heat of the day. Not really a lot of organized severe weather here, but there are going to be some pockets of heavier storms with lots of lightning and some gusty winds. And then as we head into Monday, Chicago, St. Louis, as well as Dallas, looking at the potential for scattered storms. Chicago, your high 86 on Monday, looking at 94 in Dallas. Southeast pretty warm and humid, still beautiful across the Northeast. Boston and New York looking at highs in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees. 107 in Phoenix, 79 in Los Angeles, 70 degrees in Seattle with the potential for a few showers. How about the middle of next week, the middle of the first full week of summer? Looking at scattered thunderstorms here in the Southeast. Atlanta, 88 degrees, 82 in New York, 78 in Boston. Florida, looking at the potential for storms around Miami, a high of 90. 108 in Phoenix, 87 in Denver with the potential for thunderstorms. 108 in Phoenix, 79 in Los Angeles, 67 in San Francisco, and some rain showers expected around Seattle. Advancing ahead towards next Thursday, well, a wide area looking at the potential for showers and thunderstorms. Boston, New York, upper 70s, low 80s. 89 in Atlanta, 78 in Chicago, 90 in Dallas, 88 to Miami. Looking at 106 in Phoenix, 76 in Los Angeles, and we are looking at the potential for some showers across a lot of the Pacific Northwest as we head into next Thursday. Friday, looking at a good chance of thunderstorms. Chicago to St. Louis, Atlanta, over towards Little Rock, Arkansas, looking at a pretty good chance of thunderstorms. Boston, New York, looking at dry weather next Friday, highs in the upper 70s. Across the west, Phoenix, 96 degrees, 87 with a chance of storms in Denver, 78 in Los Angeles, 68 in San Francisco, and looking at 68 in Seattle with a chance of showers. Now, as we get into next Saturday, Chicago as well as Atlanta, mid-upper 80s, equally warm and humid, both with a chance of thunderstorms across the Northeast. Now New York and Boston also looking at the potential for some showers as we head towards next Saturday. 102 in Phoenix, 80 degrees in Los Angeles, about 70 in San Francisco, and some rain in Seattle next Saturday with a high up in the mid-60s. Right back after this.
Now at Boston Market, try our new Kentucky Bourbon Barbecue Sauce. A bold new taste for our St. Louis-style ribs with the perfect amount of heat. Also tastes great on our rotisserie chicken. Kentucky Bourbon Barbecue Sauce, only for a limited time at Boston Market.
Make your way into Boston Market. Time for something good.
To you, they're more than just a pet, so protect them with Canine Advantix 2. Its broad-spectrum protection kills fleas, ticks, and mosquitoes, too. Canine Advantix 2, for the love of dogs.
Update your home. Get 10% off all major appliances $3.99 or more at Lowe's.
Here's to the man who truly is the best of us.
Who really has the key to the city? With best-in-class payload and best-in-class cargo capacity and an unsurpassed powertrain warranty, you run the town. The all-new Ram ProMaster. Guts, glory, Ram.
Coasting. Visit Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Okaloosa Island, the heart of Florida's Emerald Coast.
Really? So our business can be on AT&T's network for $175 a month?
Yep, all 5 of you for $175.
Our clients need a lot of attention.
There's unlimited talk and text.
We're working deals all day.
You get 10 gigabytes of data to share.
What about expansion potential?
Add a line anytime for $15 a month.
Low dues, great terms.
Let's close.
Introducing AT&T Mobile Share Value Plans with our best ever pricing for business.
On the next episode of the Weather Channel original series, Catching Hell.
Paul's known for barracuda shooting. I'm going to show Paul why I'm the great one. That's a nice old man.
You might have a future in CUDA shoot.
When you run a business, you can't settle for slow. That's why I always choose the fastest intern, the fastest printer, the fastest lunch, turkey club, the fastest pencil sharpener, the fastest elevator, the fastest speed dial, the fastest office plant. So why wouldn't I choose the fastest Wi-Fi? I would.
Switch to Comcast Business Internet and get the fastest Wi-Fi included. Comcast Business, built for business.
At Alpacker Lincoln, we want you to have luxury for less this summer. That's why we offer the best savings and selection. Savings like a 2014 Lincoln MKZ, just $299 a month, or a 2014 Lincoln MKS, just $359 a month. Savings with bottom line windshield pricing. Selection, over 200 new Lincolns to choose from. Only at Alpacker Lincoln on Military Trail. And remember, before you buy, price Packer.
They can stay happy at home. Comfort Keepers, keeping the comforts of home. Call Comfort Keepers now to learn more.
The Coasties are back, and tomorrow, the Weather Channel is the only place to find them. Coast Guard, Cape Disappointment, returns tomorrow at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 74 degrees under fair skies. Today, partly cloudy early, followed by scattered thunderstorms this afternoon. High 91, chance of rain 40%. Tonight, partly cloudy, chance of a thunderstorm. Low 73, chance of rain 30%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
And welcome back to Weather Center Live. We depend on technology for everything, including saving lives in the face of hurricanes. And while it's a big part of how we forecast today, that wasn't the case 150 years ago. But hurricane forecasting did still exist. Senior hurricane specialist Brian Norcross is in the hurricane zone with more on the man known as the father of hurricanes.
Throughout the city of Havana, the legacy of the 18th and 19th century is visible today. The city was booming at that time with shipbuilding and trade, becoming the most important city in the Caribbean. But hurricanes were a menace to the prosperity of the island. The great storms of the era sank whole fleets of ships and killed tens of thousands of people. But then new technology intervened, and the new science of meteorology led to a solution. By 1870, the telegraph and the railroad were well established in Cuba, and that laid the foundation for the development of hurricane forecasting science, and it happened right here at the College of Belen with the arrival of a Jesuit priest, Father Benito Viñas. Then, as now, the College of Belen sat on high ground in the heart of Havana. Viñas set up an observatory here to collect and analyze data of unusual tides and cloud movements sent in from his observers across the country. And so, Father Benito Viñas of Havana was the first person in our hemisphere to forecast that a hurricane was going to hit. Historian Luis Enrique Ramos has studied the life and the groundbreaking work of Father Viñas.
He considered that his mission is to protect the human life against the hurricanes and the forces of the nature.
And before anybody else, he was able to do it. Here's his forecast of a tropical storm from October of 1879. Incredibly, he says it will go west of Havana and not be too strong. We couldn't do much better today. Soon, the miraculous forecasts were reported in the newspaper, here from 1882. And in Cuba, a legend and a legacy were born.
The people in general no understand the process of the forecast. But time after time, the confidence was increasing about the forecast of the fall of Venus.
It really was amazing what Venus was able to do, and imagine what the people here thought 140 years ago. There was no satellite, no radio, and suddenly there were hurricane forecasts. Venus died in 1893, but his work lived on and provides the foundation for hurricane science in Cuba today, as well as in the U.S. In Havana, Cuba, I'm Brian Norcross, the Weather Channel.
All right, thanks a lot, Brian. Well, as we take a look at the hurricane picture right now, we are looking at just very quiet weather here in the Eastern Pacific. We do have some showers and some thunderstorms across the Eastern Pacific, but overall, not favorable for tropical development. A lot of wind shear, a lot of upper level winds really moving fast through the Eastern Pacific, so not really a big chance of development here right now. Across the Caribbean, the Gulf of Mexico, fast upper level winds here as well. A lot of dry air in place, so development not likely here either. As we take a look at the wider look at the region, we are going to be looking at a lot of dry air moving in towards the Leeward Islands as well. You can see the red here on the water vapor. This is a measure of how much moisture is in the air. That's what you're looking at right here with the water vapor. And you can see how fast these high-level clouds are moving across the Gulf of Mexico down to the south here. And then we have clouds moving up from the south across the Caribbean. So you put all that together, that equals brisk upper-level winds. That equals no development at the moment. Across the plains, though, we're seeing development here. Showers and thunderstorms racing across Iowa this morning. Heavy downpours with these. Omaha, probably quite a light show north and west of town right now. And we will see that continue throughout the day. Well, we asked for your beautiful pictures of nature, and you delivered for our It's Amazing Out There contest. Now we need your help narrowing down the competition. To help us out, you can vote on weather.com/photo contest from today through July 13th. Again, weather.com/photo contest through July the 13th.
This program brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Vote for your favorite photo at weather.com/photo contest.
If you want to see Old Faithful, don't be such a couch potato.
Yeah, just go check out the thing for yourself.
Highlander. Ain't got no room for boring. There's Vertiger, Steve, no, we ain't got no room for boring. For boring, we ain't got no room.
The 2014 Highlander. Toyota.
Let's go places.
Summer days drifting away to all those summer nights.
Twizzlerize your summer fun with Twizzlers, the twist you can't resist.
If you have moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis like me, and you're talking to your rheumatologist about a biologic, this is Humira. This is Humira helping to relieve my pain. This is Humira helping me lay the groundwork. This is Humira helping to protect my joints from further damage. Doctors have been prescribing Humira for 10 years. Humira works by targeting and helping to block a specific source of inflammation that contributes to RA symptoms. Humira is proven to help relieve pain and stop further joint damage in many adults.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal events such as infections, lymphoma, or other types of cancer have happened. Blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure have occurred. Before starting Humira, your doctor should test you for TB. Ask your doctor if you live in or have been to a region where certain fungal infections are common. Tell your doctor if you have had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have symptoms such as fever, fatigue, cough, or sores. You should not start Humira if you have any kind of infection.
Take the next step. Talk to your doctor. This is Humira at work.
Bridgestone's new Drive Guard tires are engineered to take a puncture and go up to 50 miles.
We can drive 50 miles on a flat, and you have an app that makes nails pop up?
Yep.
We could rule the world. But I've got carpool at 3, though, so
that time
we could, mess with the world.
50 miles on a flat. Because if your tires keep rolling, your day does too. And there's no better place to get your Bridgestone Drive Guard tires than Firestone Complete Auto Care.
Let's go Emerald Coasting. Visit Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Okaloosa Island, the heart of Florida's Emerald Coast.
Keep your lawn looking great with a Troy-Bilt trimmer for just $89 at Lowe's.
How rough a seas I deal with usually has to do with how broke I am. Because if I'm broke, I'll stay out in anything. It doesn't matter if it's rough. It doesn't matter if it's raining. I still gotta shoot fish.
Heavy rain and lightning expected.
I should probably be more scared of it now that you're on this boat.
Catching Hell, Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
In our area, 74 degrees under 50.
And tomorrow, the Weather Channel is the only place to find them. Coast Guard, Cape Disappointment, returns tomorrow at 9 on the Weather Channel.
It's a really incredibly strong tornado with another secondary tornado, like I said, wrapping around it.
And a good morning. Welcome to Weather Center Live. I'm meteorologist Mark Thibodeau. Busy morning ahead as we track the chance of more severe weather today. Plus, we're helping you take care of your pets no matter what the season. First, let's get you in front of today's big weather stories. We are going to be looking at the potential for more severe weather across the Midwest today. Stormy weather across the Southeast as well. Mainly heavy rain and lightning here is what we're going to be talking about across places like Atlanta, Charlotte, Raleigh, maybe Columbia, South Carolina, and the Northeast is going to be dry for now. But there will be showers and thunderstorms a bit later in the week. So today, Minneapolis, Des Moines, Sioux Falls, Omaha, Salina, Kansas, as well as back into eastern Colorado. Could be looking at some hailstorms here, damaging winds too. Already very active this morning in that area with heavy rainstorms. Scattered thunderstorms across the Southeast as well a bit later today, and we are going to be looking at just a gorgeous day across the Northeast for the first full day of summer. New York 79 today, 82 in Washington, D.C., and about 71 in Boston. While severe weather in the Midwest making for one nasty start to summer in Illinois. Just look at how hard that rain is coming down. Strong thunderstorms led to tornado warnings in some Illinois counties as we went through Saturday. And power was knocked out to more than 17,000 people in the Chicago area. O'Hare International Airport saw almost an inch of rain in just 20 minutes. That's some very high rainfall rates. While things will be a little better today, there's still a chance of more storms through the daytime on Tuesday. And Illinois was not the only spot when it came to severe weather sweeping across the Midwest. Check out Jefferson City, Missouri. These dark clouds over the region, gust front moving in, lots of dark low clouds, heavy rainfall, lots of moisture with these storms, very gusty winds. And not to be outdone, a pretty amazing sight over St. Peter's. Things are calmer right now across eastern Missouri, but we're keeping a close eye on the chance of severe weather not only Sunday, but into Monday across eastern Missouri. And then the Southeast, just look at how quickly things changed in the Atlanta area when these storms started to roll into town. From the north and west to the south and east, had some isolated reports of damaging winds across Atlanta's western and northwestern suburbs and southwestern suburbs during Saturday. And you can see the storms here rolling through the south part of downtown Atlanta, down towards the airport, with these showers and thunderstorms moving in from the north and west. And again, these storms packing a punch here in the Atlanta area with gusty winds, heavy rainfall. and lots of lighting. But you can see once the storms are moving on by, look how fast it cleared out. We saw the temperature drop, but still, this is the time of year where even if you get a temperature drop on the other side of these thunderstorms, you still have got the humidity to deal with, and that's really what we're going to be dealing with today in the southeast. More heat, more humidity, more thunderstorms developing in the afternoon hours. We'll take a look at where the severe weather threat is today across the Midwest. We're looking at Minneapolis, Sioux Falls, Omaha, Davenport, Iowa, with the potential for some severe weather here in the Midwest. Some of these storms could have gusty winds, maybe some very heavy downpours, and some of them could be severe with damaging wind and hail perhaps. Now we get into Monday. Green Bay, Chicago, Indianapolis, maybe St. Louis, looking at the potential for severe weather. Slow-moving cold front that's going to be weakening as it heads south and east, but still, we got plenty of heat and humidity to work with here. We have low pressure moving in, and with temperatures going up well into the 80s, approaching 90 degrees, it's going to be plenty unstable. Lots of warm, buoyant air rising up, and showers and thunderstorms readily developing here across the Midwest as we go into Monday. Thunderstorms well across the southern Ohio Valley into the southeast. It's probably not severe across the Ohio Valley into the southeast, but there could be some gusty winds and some brief heavy downpours with some of the thunderstorms as we head into the daytime on Monday. And we are going to be looking at, again, the showers and the thunderstorms heading east as we go through time. So Chicago, we're looking at 90 degrees for the high as we head through today. And then Monday, you're high in the upper 80s, a chance of thunderstorms. And, you know, the way the rainfall forecast looks across the Midwest, we're going to have to watch for maybe a little bit of localized flooding. Could be 1 to 2 inch type rains, locally higher across parts of the Midwest. And places like Minneapolis and Chicago, Des Moines here recently have really gotten waterlogged from all the showers and thunderstorms we've had, as well as Omaha, Nebraska. So with more showers and thunderstorms moving across, not totally impossible. We could get some localized flooding here, especially Monday into Tuesday. So here's what's happening at the moment. Here's where the storms are right now. Western Iowa, looking at a line of thunderstorms moving into the region. And Omaha still north and west of town, but trying to move in from the north and west to the south and east. We probably, in all likelihood, are going to see some severe weather here across eastern Nebraska into much of Iowa as we head through the day. You can almost see a bit of a curl in the radar signature here. An upper level system heading out to the north and east. In the warm, humid air off to the east here, looking at showers and thunderstorms. You know, not to mention, some of these storms are rolling over the same area. Imagine a train on the tracks. That's what we call training. Train on the tracks going over the same area. So repeating rains are what's happening here north of I-80 here across parts of Iowa into Nebraska. And that's when we really start looking for some flooding problems. So that's something we'll certainly watch as we head through the day. In the meantime, it's really quiet right now across a lot of the southeast. Later on today, though, across the southeastern U.S., as we get the daytime heating, more thunderstorms are going to be popping up. And some of these storms look like they could potentially have some gusty winds and some locally very heavy downpours. Well, this summer, families across the country will be heading to our nation's capital. This summer, families across the country will be heading to our nation's capital with the White House, National Mall, and the Smithsonian. There's something there for every family member. Today, our Rick Adams gives us a look at the hidden gems in D.C.
Ah, D.C. People love it so much they just can't help but shout about it.
The White House!
Yes, thank you.
The National Zoo!
Uh-huh.
The Smithsonian!
The what?
The Smithsonian!
Oh, yeah, good idea. You don't have to be a political animal to enjoy D.C., just a mammal with curiosity. Like this lot from Missouri.
There's a lot of things to learn here.
There's lots to see, like cemeteries, monuments.
There's a lot of monuments.
Like this beautiful towering
Washington Monument!
Yep, okay, I know what it is. It's a great place to take a selfie.
Oh, that's really cute.
Meanwhile, the closest that I could get was with my first love in the American History Museum. But no trip to DC is complete without a visit to the
White House!
All right, these guys from Saudi Arabia love other DC delights.
And what about food?
And Five Guys.
Five Guys?
Did somebody say Five Guys? What a good idea. All right, now look, if we're doing burgers, you can't come to DC without doing
DC cupcakes!
Oh, so you actually bought me a cupcake?
We did. This is the best of DC.
Well, this is for you, Sam Champion.
Yay! It's wonderful, isn't it?
Whoa! I hate my job so much. You guys know so much about DC. I'm really impressed. Thanks for helping me out, guys. Yeah.
Washington, D.C. Well, here's what we can expect as we head through the next few days. Friday and Saturday, we saw highs in the upper 80s and beautiful weather out there right now. You can see we have Just a little bit of low cloud activity in the D.C. area, but as we go through the day, we're looking at lots of sunshine. Friday, Saturday, we saw a couple of storms. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, it's going to be heating up with temperatures approaching 90 degrees in the Washington area. And look at those low temperatures moving into the low to mid 70s as we head into early next week. Well, the summer is a great time to get outdoors and have a little fun with your pets, but all that outdoor time could bring along a few unwanted guests. We're helping you keep your pets protected this summer from those nasty fleas and ticks. But first, here's a look at what you can expect with this big weekend events. There's your DC forecast again. And we are going to be looking at the World Cup taking place today, as well as the Firefly Music Festival in Dover, Delaware. You know what? A couple of clouds around this morning, but as we head through 10 a.m., we're looking at temperatures warming into the low to mid 70s. Noontime, we're looking at highs, or temperatures going into the mid 70s, rather 76 degrees at 2 p.m. And we'll see a decrease in the cloud cover as we head through the afternoon as drier air works into the region. Temperatures ending up in the low to mid 70s. Perfect day. Couldn't ask for a better day for the first full day of summer. Well, Seattle, we're looking at the Rock and Roll Marathon today. Temperatures warming up to about 70 degrees. And of course, the World Cup, thunderstorms, a high of 83.
Currently in our area, 74 degrees under fair skies. Today, partly cloudy early, followed by scattered thunderstorms this afternoon. High 91, chance of rain 40%. Tonight, partly cloudy, chance of a thunderstorm. Low 73, chance of rain 30%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
What do astronauts eat?
Have lunch with one and find out. Only at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Meet real astronauts, see Space Shuttle Atlantis, and experience firsthand the future of America's space exploration.
Let's try on a new coat, one that covers better, lasts longer, and protects us from the elements, inside and out. Let's go to the place with the best paint. Take it home for less. Then rock and roll. Let's do the one thing that changes everything.